Hello guys, and welcome back to my Rome 2 Total War playthrough series on the Rise of Republic DLC. If you haven't checked out my last few episodes, or even you just joined us for the first time now, I do recommend you go either check out last couple episodes, even watch the entire playlist, and to more or less get caught up to where we are. But I'm going to give a little brief overview anyway for those people who haven't watched it and don't want to actually go and check out those videos, and are just joining in for the first time. Pretty much, what happened was that we've been having some naval engagements over here with the guys. These ones, the Illyria. They basically had some ships down here. We won a couple of naval engagements, which were the first time I think I've rarely ever done naval engagements in Rome 2, because it's kind of like a side thing that happens. It's a thing, but it doesn't happen that often. It's usually the military engagements, and a lot more costly naval engagements as well. So we won 2 battles off the coast, which is absolutely fantastic. We're now pushed up. I'm going to try and take Manation. So I'm going to come back to that, actually, because we need to finish that before the end of this turn. And the idea is then to hop and skip and take Australia, and then keep moving up north, which we have been doing. I managed to get also, I don't know if it was last session or the session before that, I should really double check, but we got the Venite to join in on this war. So they're now attacking from the north, and you can see they've taken a few settlements of Pamni and Fessinia. And they're also the idea is that they will kind of force the basically force the Taktuna to basically be split between 2 sides and having to deal with them. Or my preferable idea would be that I don't deal with most of the forces and I just go and gobble up a load of settlements quite easily. That's the kind of plan there, which should kind of pencil out in that way, but it's not always the case. That's the idea, that's the plan. We'll see how it kind of focuses out. We've actually got a research technology to do quickly, so let's just do that. We was actually trying to catch back up on a lot of stuff because we focused beelining on certain techs, and now we're a little bit behind, especially like sieges and stuff. So I think I want to try and get this one, the siege engines, and simply just because it increases the number of ladders, siege ladders, towers, galleries available. It also takes the settlement holdout time is decreased, which is really good. And you also get a battering ram straight off the bat, so you don't have to spend time trying to build one, which is really good. So we'll get that. And let's just focus on around these armies around here. So I was actually moving a lot of these armies up. We had problems where the enemy was sneaking through and taking settlements off me, which is never too good. And it became a bit more of a pain in the rear, to be honest, because they were coming in taking settlements, and then we were getting a bit left out. And I think what I was going to do is also send a fleet down to take this settlement. That's what this fleet was here for. I want to take this settlement in one fell swoop. And they do have ships around, but I think if I could kind of like gobble them up very easily, it would help. So I was actually going to bring you to here, wasn't I? This army was going to jump on this fleet. And then we were going to sail off and take this. But I'm just going to wait before I do that. We do have an enemy army that's come along and taken this settlement, which is never too good. But I'm trying to think what the best course of action is right now for this. How is your settlement holding up in terms of garrison? Now, you've got plenty of garrison, it's fine. So I want to bring this round and try and stop him from maneuvering into a way which he could take any more settlements, because it's getting quite difficult now. They came through this forest area and took this settlement off me, which is never too good. So I want to try and focus on that. I got my spies just out in the distance, just sitting around, really. Watching it. I always love. Well, I hate agents more than anything else in most Total War games because how bullshit they are. But they are really good for scouting and spotting enemy forces before they have a chance to do anything to you. So it's something you can just keep an eye on, really. Do have my other spy down here I can bring up as well. So let's bring my spy up this way. Got dignitaries around, which are very useful to keeping people happy. So let's bring you up this way. Let's bring dignitary up there. I'm trying to think of anything else I'm missing here. There is a lot of fleets in this coast area. I've noticed more than anything else. But at least they're kind of not doing too much. My allies seem to be doing quite a lot of favours with them as well in terms of dealing with them. So they're like my main military in terms of in the sea, so all the fleets. We do actually have some money to spend, so I want to spend some time just upgrading some settlements if I can. But I want to do the ones which really need it more than anything else. Let's get a military wharf up there, I guess, and upgrade this to a... which one's better? Commerce. Industry, this one, so a small civil one. There we go. And then we just get that for food. Yeah, you've got to watch with a lot of these settlements because, yeah, you end up with this stuff like this happening here. So we took this settlement, and it's got stuff that we can use, but it's also got other buildings we can't. So I need to more or less get them around just yet, but I've not got a lot of money coming in just right now. I kept losing settlements and then having to take them over. Now, we've got this engagement going on here. Now, I'm trying to think, will I be able to take this? Yeah, relatively easily. So let's just do that. Take this settlement. And then that gives me the fleet to sit in and also heal for a time being. There we go. Nicely done. So the fleet can now heal up and also recruit, which is really good. So we actually start getting some units back. Yeah, we do need more ships. I'll agree with that one. So we actually get the 5 recruited. This can heal up. These guys can also heal up. I'm not going to like these agents here because they're probably going to harass me to death, but there's not really much I can do about that. These are going to heal very, very much quite quickly. Although we do have a lot of mercs here, don't we? That's why I'm trying to think of why this is so expensive at the moment. Let's just disband these mercs for now. Don't really need them anymore. This should actually increase my wealth a lot more, which is good. Yeah, I had problems with... I had to recruit a big army, didn't I, over here? That's what it was. But now we've taken a settlement, we can actually start increasing that. And I think this has got... Yeah, that's great. That'll work out very well for me, I think. In most cases there. My bloody phone ticking away at me, so let's just put you over there. Yeah, so we just need to take this last one then. Corsica secure. Then we can wipe out this enemy, which would be really good. Just have to see what he does with this fleet. I'm hopefully he'll come try and attack me. That's the idea, but if not, I'll have to sink him. I think this is a transport fleet. Hoping Stonemen, enemy transports led by, yeah, so my fleet could probably sink them very easily, and this is an enemy transports as well, so they actually don't have a main fleet anymore by the looks of it. That's fine by me. So I think we're pretty much done for this turn. I want to see what happens with this army. There's another one here. I think they'll probably move down, or maybe might move back, but I've got armies now on each settlement, so if they're going to go anywhere, they might go through this way. Maybe. We'll see. Nope, no, we actually have some skills. I always forget about this bit. I should really check this first. Any skills that need doing, just to kind of get it done with. Okay, faction joins your enemies. Viesol? Who the hell are you? Got the Kafara Migrating tribe and is invaded? Oh, for God's sake. I hate this. So, a tribe just... We've had this before, and this causes a lot of problems because it means that I have to pull armies and fleets away from the front in order to deal with them. I actually need to bring this army back and deal with them. It's going to be really annoying. Because this becomes really difficult to deal with. Yeah, so they just pop up out of nowhere and they take settlements. And then you've got to deal with them in that case. They get a big army as well. And in this case, it's the Great Warriors. So I don't know what the rest of the fleet is. Maybe my allies might be able to deal with them. Yeah, let's try and see if we can get some allies just to join in with these right now. Because it's just so frustrating, I think, is probably the bit that it relies on with a lot of it. Is that, because they are Italian, that's the weirdest thing. But it's like they come out of the hills and they cause problems. But it's just a random event that happens. But it's not like anything which is useful to the game. It just means that you have to come down with an army that you might not have anywhere nearby. Which I guess is okay, but it's still relatively frustrating. Okay, so what are you doing? So I'm tempted to fucking try and sink these ships, to be honest. Before he has a chance to do anything. He is actually sat relatively quite close there, and he's also moving as well, so it means that his ships are quite vulnerable. So do I want to actually try and take a couple of these out? If I can hit him there and then move the transport fleet down, might be actually worth to do that. I'll try and shadow him, to be honest. Yeah, although this guy is healing up. Although I could move him down, but then I'm saying that I need to see which way he's going to go. But the transport fleets can't move that quickly, which is really interesting. Let's try and see and hit this guy. I want to see what he does. Yeah, so we'll just instantly sink this guy. Do a protective stance. Getting caught out in the ocean by one of these fleets is not very good. So let's just capture them all. And then we'll move down this way with this fleet. And the idea is I want to try and get him to maneuver off in a particular direction. Let's get you. Cool. So I wanted to force him down this way, possibly. He might actually run back, which is, again, fine. I don't mind if that's the case. If he wants to do that. But it would make stuff kind of interesting over here. And I don't really know what's going on down there. So let's bring this spy back. I need to see where this army is. That's here. It's still there. Okay, so that's fine. Trying to think what the best course of action is here. Let's move the spy up this way. So we got branching off everywhere, which is kind of thing. And someone else joined the war. I think with these guys, yeah. So I can't move these armies just yet because I have to deal with these guys. Although I could kill them relatively quite easily, I think. We will sit there. I should recruit another army, I think. It's what I'm thinking of doing. You know, that's like my main crux I should be sorting out. I have to wait another turn for this to build. Then I can actually start recruiting some better units. But I think I might recruit a second army up here. I don't think I've got level 4 anywhere just yet. Oh, I do. It's a good idea to recruit an army down. Plus, I could recruit an army all the way down here to actually deal with this. So I actually do have a level 4 building in this one. Let's raise an army up. Got no generals, which is fine. Let's raise you up. Let's get you as a regular unit. Put you into there. Let's get some Principes. I think is probably the best way to go about this. And we also want some... Oh, is it these Principes? I don't really know which ones it is because it... What's the objective? Let's have a look here. There's an objective you have to do in order... You've got to recruit 100 type of Principes, Terrarias, and Hastarte. But I don't think it counts these Principes. I think it means these Principes, which are totally different units. One's a melee unit, and one's a spear unit. And you got the Terraria here. And then you got the Hastartes, which are these guys. So you basically got 3 levels. The idea is the Hastarte are like the new guys. The Principes are the second newest, so they're more experienced. Then you have the Terraria, which is the most experienced force, and you keep them like in the rear. But the Rome that we always remember is the ones that have the Rory with the swords. But I guess they're the next level, but they haven't changed. I don't really know. But let's get... so we want some bog standard Hastarte. That's kind of the thing there. How many can we have? We can have 6. And then we want some Principes. Well, we can't afford any more anyway. But yeah, if we get some Principes, so we get 6 of these, we'll get 4 of them, 2 of them, we'll have some cavalry, we'll have some, and that's basically going to be a nice setup. And we could actually get some ballista. And then I'll deal with that. And we'll be recruiting these units down here. I actually get them at high rank 4 as well, which is nuts. We're going to lose this settlement, I think, in the meantime. And then this army can come down in the next turn and deal with them anyway. Which is fine, I guess. And I'm just going to have to hold the front line and not be able to do anything for the time being while I'm waiting for these all to come off. And I've got this guy here, so let's try and... Okay. Got to get rid of these guys because this is... Oh, no, it's not too bad. Got a chance of hostile action, which is fine. Okay, got some subversion going off here. We've got an increase of rank, which is good. We've got conflict of orders, so we've got patricians that are unhappy. Giving us less tax rate, more corruption and party loyalty. Oh, God, that's not really good at all. Ugh, that is scary. Got another faction that's joined the war. Rhegion versus Carthage. What? Oh, they've actually started a war. Oh, that's not good. What? Oh. What? Where did you take these settlements? Were they here to begin with? Eh? I don't remember these guys being down here. Oh, God, I need to actually double check on that. I've not even been looking down south here, but these guys have just kind of like showed up. And Carthage is now at war with them. That's interesting, I guess. I will definitely have to keep an eye on that, to be honest. Yeah, we lost this settlement down here. I do have the armies moving down, so we'll just keep moving them this way. That's all I really can do. Got another army just down here. My concern is what he's going to do is move then instantly to another settlement. I don't want him taking settlements off me where he causes problems. But there's not really much we can do. Actually, how far can he... Oh, no, I'll have to take the settlement before he can actually hit me, so it's fine. Right, let's get some more units built quickly before I forget about them. So we got the Starte, so we got 6 here. We wanted to get the Principes next. And they get 2 of the Terrares. We wanted some horsemen, so I guess we'll get the elite ones. We want this to be a nice, strong unit. And then we want some melee units. So we've got Velites, Slingers. I guess I want to mix between the two, because the Velites are good, but the Slingers have more distance. So let's just get these in there. So it's just going to take... I mean, look how many units I can recruit in one go. That's quite staggering. And then we've got this guy here coming down with the Main Army. So we can crush this guy very quickly, I think. Which is fine. This fleet actually engaged me for some reason. So I'm not sure why he did it, but he did. And it means that I can now pretty much crush him instantly. And finish him off. And sink this fleet, really. But then we can head back and heal up with some units. That's good. Okay, so you head back here. How quick can we go? I want to get back just to heal. That's kind of the idea, but I want to do it in a port area. We don't have a military wharf yet. I think this one does. Yes. So if we go back to here and heal, we'll actually get up heal quicker than if we go back to the other ones, I think. Hold on. Yes, there we go, look at that. And we actually have a new tradition, so we'll get that one. Yeah, building increases. Let's just not forget about them, because that can become a nightmare. So this is gold. This is industry, so I want to make sure we actually get the industry one up here. And in a marketplace, just kind of get the commerce up with that one. Is there anything else we could fixing around with here? We did want actually to change these a little bit. He's still sat there. He's still sat there. So nothing's really changed much up this area. Let's just kind of like heal out for now. Try and assassinate this guy if I can do something. Oh, misdirection. I actually have an assassin that can kill him. Yes, let's try and see if we can slaughter this guy.
How may I serve you?
Nice. Okay, he's dead. Dignitary's here just chilling out. We have a dignitary up here. You can come... Probably a good idea to come all the way up this way, to be honest. All roads lead to Rome, we know. Anything else? Anything else? Still got a bit of money left over, so I guess I should be focusing on upgrading some things. Got the military wharf, so I'll just keep upgrading the commerce, I think, on this one. The garrison's not going to be that strong on this, so I think once I get the fleet up, I can just put my army in this fleet and then go along with that one. Actually, I can actually now increase this some more. So what we got? So we've got Principes here. Got some better Principes. Let's just grab one more of the better one. We can actually change the Rory if we felt like it. Into the other guys, which are the Astarte, which are there. Although, yeah, we might do that, to be honest. I have to figure out next turn. Have we got anything else? Oh, yeah, the, assassinated traits. Yeah, what's the... The Civil War thing is something I always like to keep an eye on, because, wow, holy shit. Why? Who is it? Cornelia. You bastard. Okay, why do you hate me? Leader dies in battle? Well, that's not my fault. Is it xenophobe? Other factors? Imperium level, so it's quite... Is that high or good? Get to fucking... That's never too good. I guess if I hired it, would it lower it? I don't really know. Can I use political gain? I don't have the money to do it. Oh, God. I need money. Hold on. We could fix that. There we go. Let's try and see if we can fix this a little bit. Because I don't want... 50% each time is very high. Let's kill loyalty. Oh, you bastard. You need a lot. Oh, I'm going to have to do them anyway, otherwise I get slums here, which is never too good. Damn it. Never mind. Let's go back to this. I need to find something which I don't need to recruit right now, and I could have some more money. That would be probably the better idea here. So, I need one of those units down there to recruit, but I don't need this one up here, I don't think, just yet. So we'll cancel this order. I'll give you two... actually, we'll have to recruit one down here, won't we? So we'll get rid of the Venite, I think that was been... Oh, you know what? We don't need them just yet. We can actually just add them on at the end. That's fine. I need to actually secure this guy's loyalty a little bit more. It's not going to bring it down enough to do anything, because it only gives you plus 10. So it's still minus 26, but it brings it down by 33%. So there's a third of a chance each turn that I could have a civil war. And I need to see what he owns, and because he owns some armies, which is probably a bad thing. But I don't know if the Imperium is... Oh, it's my Imperium level, it's not their Imperium level. Okay. Expansionist, militarist, government of reform type technology. He's a xenophobe anyway, so he doesn't like diplomatic treaties that we have. So we get -10 just because of that anyway, because we have a few treaties of people not... He doesn't like anyone foreign. Even the Italic tribes, he hates them, which is never too good. Decimus Sextius Balbus. Well, you are a racist, I'm afraid. That's pretty much what you are. Diplomat. I'm not sure what the diplomat stands for. +1 loyalty for every case where the player has more than 100% relationship with another faction. -1 for every... Oh, wow. That's why we've got that one at -6 then. So there's a couple... Of course we're going to be... He hates foreigners, but he's a diplomat about it. How does that work? They're like two opposite traits, aren't they? I guess he's diplomatic in the term that he's racist. Is that the way that works? I mean, there's not really much I could do with anyone at the moment because a lot of people hate me just because of the fact of the expansion I've caused. I mean, he won't have any trades anyway, which is expected, I guess. I don't really know. We'll just have to figure this out as we go along, I guess. It just doesn't make sense, but that's just how it goes in a nutshell. That's fine, I guess. Anything else I can mess around with? I'm going to have to just leave money each turn, aren't I? Till I can get some units. Although I guess I could recruit you again. Let's get the Principes back up. That'd be good. I need to take this other settlement. I think that's probably a good one, because it also has iron on it. Is it iron? I think it has some material wealth there, because that's what that is. It's a minor settlement, but it has a resource, which is very useful. And I don't know which resource that is. I think it's iron. But anyway, let's just flick through. I think we're good. We're going to have to see if this has any particular kind of problems. Political party-wise. Yeah, this one. So this guy over here, he owns this settlement, I think. Yes. So if we had the entire settlement, what we could do, province, we could have actually used a edict and got them a bit happier, but we don't actually have that. Actually, I'd really need to focus on it. What edicts do we have going on before I finish this off? So he owns Vey, so we definitely want to keep them in line. We also have this guy down here that owns these two. But... So we definitely want to, in these two provinces, the Vey and Lusitania, we want to make sure we have the party focus, just to keep them happy. And it stops them potentially rebelling against me. You can issue edicts in the province which you don't control it. So we can't do it in this one anyway, because we don't directly control it, which is a bit annoying, even though my allies control it. But Vey, this is the problem when you don't own direct provinces as well. Vey is the good one, because we can actually have that one, which is nice. Cool. So we just got, I think, tax rate and everything else. Yeah. I wish there were like a window you could probably check all your edicts, like where they are and things like that. Yeah, we need to take that back. We need to actually watch who takes this, because if you have the wrong faction that takes the province, it actually changes it over. So this Cornelia guy, ooh, god, that could be scary. If he rebels straight away, I will not be happy. Well, we'll find out next turn. Won't be 33% chance. Ugh. Oh, what? Oh, unassigned character. What? Oh, yeah, you won that naval engagement. I should be really complaining, to be honest. I should be, you know, improving you. And to be honest, I should really be checking who owns what. Where's my armies here? There we are. Who? So you're under my control. You're under the other faction, which is fine. You're fine. You're fine. You are. You are. You're not. And you're not. Yeah, there's another strong army down all the way down here, isn't there? Sat in this settlement.